Good morning, students. It is the poem The Voice of the Rain, composed by Walt Whitman. It is class 11 English Hornbill. It is the third video, and now you will watch it, what the poet says, and how the rain starts answering to the question of Walt Whitman that he wants to know. So here it is a very beautiful poem that you will understand much better. Here the poet says, "Eternal I rise, impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea." Means what is the birthplace of the rain? The birthplace of the rain is earth. Bottomless sea, fathomless sea, means sea is immeasurable. Its depth is beyond measure. Wherever the water is available on the earth, from there the process of evaporation starts due to the heat of the sun. And so here it says eternally. Eternal means what? Universally, divine. It rises without touching anyone else upward to heaven. Where does it go? It rises from the infinite water bodies into the infinite sky, and it changes its appearance. Means the liquid form of water is sublimed, and it means it evaporates and then takes the form of the clouds, and it takes the different shapes and forms and size of the cloud in different colors, making the rainbow as well as something very beautiful. Whence vaguely formed. It is vaguely, it is just formed, not in clear way. Altogether changed and yet the same, and it changes. It says that it remains the same in its heart as it was at its birth. So there are so many questions that can be formed here. From where does the rain originate? The answer is very clear. The rain originates from the vast land and the deep sea. What poetic device does the poet use here? The poet has made use of personification to converse with rain, to know about it. Third question, how does the rain help the seed? The rain helps the seed to grow into plants by stirring life into dormant seed. Means that seeds that are hidden deep underground that sprout and just grow taller into plants and then trees. Explain. Fourth question. Explain I rise impalpable. The rain rises from the surface of the earth and ocean perceived by the onlookers because of its vaporous nature. Means it sublimes into the nature that you understand. Now the lines that tells I descend to leave the droughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe, and all that in them without rain. And so here that you will understand, without me were seeds only latent unborn. So what does it mean to tell? It means to say that and all that in them without me were seeds only latent unborn. So here the poet has another perception. The rain then falls down on the earth as little water droplets, which brings respite to us, rejuvenates the earth's soul, surface, and washes away, cleans away all the dust and dirt. It gives life to new plants, which would have otherwise remained unborn underground. Means the seeds that were lying underground that would not have reborn, and the land as mere seeds that would remain as seeds only, and that would decay and die. But the coming of rain, falling of rain really gives them life, and the rain continues its journey from where it returns to the earth, its place of origin, giving it life and making it all the more beautiful and pure. Here the poet wants to explain about the water cycle. Surface runoff. It is the groundwater. And then the groundwater evaporates, and evaporation from oceans, lakes and streams. Then there is condensation, and here the plants and the other things that have water, there is transpiration from plants, and all this water just condenses and forms clouds, and when the clouds are combined together with the dust and dirt, that really sublimes and becomes heavy. Then precipitation starts, and when it comes back to the earth, it gives life to the unborn seeds that are lying underground, and it rejuvenates the earth. Really, the earth becomes very beautiful. You can see the children, the nature, and everyone clearly enjoys the pleasure of rain, walking from one place to another. The trees also become happy, and their leaves become green, which were faded, and the life rejuvenates. Means everyone, even the child, even the newborn babies, really like to enjoy the rain. How beautiful scene this is. It also symbolizes the love between the two, how affectionately they just hide themselves, protecting themselves from the shower, but how beautiful they sit together, have a talk, and here they sit together as if they want to converse with the rain. Here it is a conversation. This produces a song, and people like to watch it, people like to enjoy it. That is the most eternal and universal moment for everyone, and forever by day and night. I give back life to my own origin. Means what is the origin? The earth, the vast oceans, lakes, and the process of evaporation, the water cycle that is in process continuously. It goes on and make pure and beautify it. It makes the earth more beautiful. It makes the earth pure, which was full of dirt and squalor. For song issuing from its birthplace, after fulfillment wandering, rigged or unrigged, duly with love returns. Here the poet says the rain chooses to revisit the earth, to give it new light by filling new colors in it. Rain gives back life to its origin, again rising heavenwards in the form of vapors. Thus another life cycle gets started. Repeated evaporation and condensation purifies the rain still further. Rising vapors appear more beautiful in the backdrop of clean and green earth. So, last line contains poet's observation about the course of song, and really it is so good, so beautiful to observe that we know. So, he is a very careful observer of the nature. It seems that he likes to talk with the nature, and he also gets the answer from this very eternal thing that is in process continuously. Once again, you can review the main points. An imaginary dialogue between the poet and the rain. The poet asks who it is. Surprisingly, rain answers and tells how it originates. It rises unseen from land and sea. It forms clouds in the sky. It returns to earth in the form of rains. It gives back life to the earth and make it beautiful. Here you can know about the comment on the style of the poem. Walt Whitman broke several conventions of poetry when writing this poem. There is no rhyme scheme, nor do the lines stay of the same length, although each phrase is just enough to be read in one breath. We find ourselves breathless as the line runs on and eventually becomes a part of the whole. This kind of poetry was known as prosaic poetry, that is, poetry that is written like prose. Thank you, children, for watching this very video. Thank you once again. I would like to thank you for just watching, and if you have liked it, you will like to share it, you will like to just like it and subscribe it. Thank you.